it's hard for you to walk away because you feel like you got time invested. And I don't know, I'm at this new point in my life where it's like no matter how much time I put into any friendship or relationship or anything, the time that I put into myself is 10 times more valuable. And I'm just ready to flip the script. Like you can focus your attention on making sure that you lift other people up and try to make sure they good, or you're trying to make sure you good and family, friends, this, that, and the third. But if you start to neglect yourself, everything falls apart.
But it's one of those things. Like, is it like enough was enough because there's been other shit, or is it really like, yo, this one thing really is just like not good, like, or was it just like a build up?
It was a cycle. And I feel like when you're in an unhealthy relationship with somebody, when you're in a toxic relationship, it goes in intervals. You got those happy honeymoon phases where everything feels like it's good and there's a possibility there's going to be a shift and a change. And then you got those like deep, dark times where it's like, why the fuck didn't I leave when I was supposed to? And you keep asking yourself questions. I feel like in the spirit of choosing myself, it's no longer rooted in what's good for you and good for me. It's now just what's good for me. And that's just where it comes down to. I'm like, yo, we all been in the thick for a long time. Like we've had some good things happen and like some bad things. But I feel like going forward, like I know when I get back to New York or whatever the case is, I want to do the Daniel fast. I want to do some things just to connect spiritually with God and get myself on a different accord. Like, what are some things that you feel like you do for yourself to kind of get your mind right after crazy shit happens in your life?
Relationship wise or just in general?
Just in life in general. Life can be crazy, period. Work can be crazy. Everything, comes with its own.
I mean, honestly, because I actually recently just did it, set up my own little space for me to, when I come home, to unwind. Because coming home, going and getting into bed, like you're not, nothing else in your house is going to make you want to do more. So I created my own space to where I can unwind. I can either sit at my desk and still be productive, but it's pertaining to me and what I want to be productive about. Or I can sit in my recliner and decompress from my day.
I made herself a little she shed, all of that.
Yeah,
like,
but you have to create your own safe space because everybody might not have one. Or I used to go for walks and all of that type of stuff just to get my shit off. Like,
I feel like I'm doing that now. Like I'm deciding to make a little studio inside of my home. Like I'm taking a walk-in closet and I'm converting it to be my own little space so I could create content, do films, and also get some other work done. Like I feel like you're right. Like you gotta have safe spaces, and like when you feel like you're running out of those spots, that's when you know you're doing something wrong. You got nowhere you could go.
It's called getting your own shit because I needed to. That's my safe space. My whole my safe space. It's mine. It's me. I decorate it how I want. I have all the spaces in the world. It smells so good. Like I literally walk in my house and I'm just like, ooh, like I don't know. Is it something? Me and smells is a very like the very therapeutic thing for me. Like I need my house to smell like everything.
That's your sensory.
Yeah. Because if it doesn't, then it's like it throws me off, and then I'm in the house cleaning, mopping, doing this, doing that. Let me go buy some more plugins, get some more candles. Like I don't know. The moment I walk into any room and I'm not smelling that essence, I'm like, oh, hold on.
I love that. I'm a candles, incense, burning oils, wax, everything sprays. Like the smell goods automatically improve my mood. Like, but I even had to have colors around me. Like I'm somebody that like there's specific colors that just speak to how I'm feeling. Like I call like purple is another power and a royalty color for me. Like I love blush colors. Like I love like red color. Those are my power colors. So I feel good when I see them around. And just being able to decorate my own home and put those things in my space, it's been like its own sense of like therapy in itself. Just being able to take ownership over a space in absence of other people.
Yeah, I got some LED strip lights. So however my beat goes, that's the light that's on. If I'm listening to
my brother does that.
You say a little playlist, a little vibe, change the lights.
Two joints. I'm throwing on my Pink Friday lights, and it's just pink and purple lights, and it's just I don't know. It's just very empowering. It makes me want to throw that ass in a circle, and I just dance. Like I really just dance in my house. Like I throw on all my music. I have all these Alexa devices, all these speakers, and I just be like, Alexa, play that, and I'll be going like,
my favorite thing in my crib is walking around butt ass naked. I like to be in the breeze, in the wind, doing my thing.
If y'all was not listen, if I was home, I'd be butt
ass naked. Like yeah,
fuck you talking about doing cartwheels, no back.
Like the way we came into this world. Right. I'm saying like
I love waking up naked, just stretching. Alexa, play my morning playlist.
Right.
Good morning.
I'd be cold. I can't do all that.
You gotta leave the socks.
No, I start from the feet up. I can't.
I love it.
Furry socks on, and I just, I'll sleep in my own baby.
But the way Usher was in the "You Don't Have to Call" video, that'd be me when I'm getting ready to go.
Like, see, I may answer the door a little robe or something, have me a little daddy.
Nah, I'm sliding the floor and all of that. That makes me like I am whoever I'm listening.
Shit, I'm sliding on the floor, but that's like
not sliding on the floor, that's nigga. There's a little splinters in that, but I'm like, but I hear you, friend. I get you. It's like it's so many nice things I think about creating, like you said, safe spaces for yourself, especially in your home. Like I now realize you don't let everybody into your home safety. Like I know. Like see now everybody can be they judging again. Like you can't let people walk through the threshold of your house. Like I want to people like I pray, I sage, I do everything that I need to do to remove negative energy from my surroundings. But you really can't. Like that just threatens your own mental health and well being when the wrong people walk into your house. Like I don't even allow shoes in my shit.
Yep.
Like for real. Like I don't want you tracking in the outside world into my crib.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got shut at the motherfucking door, and if you ain't coming in with a gift, nah, you gotta go. Like,
you gotta stay at the door. Like, I just don't. I always been big on you're not coming to my house. Like, if you made it into my space, congrats.
Yeah, honestly,
I don't let people in my space. I don't care if there's people I was talking to. Shit, some people I was in a relationship with. You're not stepping foot in my crib. You got
not in a relationship.
Yeah, because like if I don't like your energy, I don't give a fuck if it's a Thursday. I don't like if I'm not fucking with it.
Yeah, you
can't because you're you bringing your negativity into my shit, and I can't.
Yeah, like I don't like I don't like conflict in my space. Like I'm one of those people. Like I can get into a quick, deep, heated argument with somebody, but I can't do that in my house.
Yeah.
Like I don't allow that. If I feel like you're getting ready to get into a conflict, take that shit outside. Go to your car, leave, do something else. But
we're not about to get into this. We can go around the corner and have this conversation. I'm not even talking to you in front of my house. Like you're not even like I'm not. No, I'm not kicking none of that energy in my shit. This is my safe space. This is my sanctum. And if you don't like what I have to say in my shit, you can help. It never come back. Like,
it's the freedom of what you get to do. Like I said, choosing myself looks like all the different things, whether it's inside of my home or outside in the street. Like it even has to do with the jobs that you pick. Like when you feel like you're in a stressful situation at work, like I recently took on a power position at work where I love what I'm able to do. I love the freedom of how I'm able to do it, but it came with so much. Like I'm a black woman working in a predominantly white company, and I have to deal with the bullshit of that. And a part of myself felt was like, is this an aspect of choosing me? Am I neglecting my self care, my mental health, and overall just to protect my wealth? And that's the reality. And like when you choose yourself, you have to think about you as the whole person. And I'm finally willing to say, like, if this is not for me, then I'm okay letting it go and moving into another sector of my life because that's what I need from myself.
Yeah, and I'm going through that now. Like I had to, for once, choose myself because I never do. And I took a position because I felt like, I took a position because somebody was being a hater and wouldn't give me the position I deserved. Let's be very clear. But the position I'm in now, that old position presented itself again. And for me, health-wise, mentally, and physically, everything that comes with it, it's better for me to take that other position. Right. Like, I like the job I do now. It's not a problem. It's easy. But I also can't work with somebody that's putting me in a negative space at work and every time I leave work. Because a lot of times when you leave work, you're bringing that home.
You bring it home, yeah.
So if I didn't leave my house with negativity, I'm not bringing it back to me either. So it's like, so I'm choosing myself and my health and my wealth. And I'm going to take the other position. Because I'm not letting a job kill me. That's out.
That's so many people. Like you can work your entire life, and I listen to so many people say like, "Oh, I'm work. I got 30 years to retirement and 40 years to retirement." And I don't want to live life by those standards.
Right.
Like if I could retire early, 100%, that's what I want to do. If I could find the type of work and passion for what I'm doing that serves my life outside of a traditional 9 to 5, that's always what I'm going to aspire to do. Like. that's just where my heart and my passion goes.
Mm.
But I realize it, like we take jobs or we go places or we stay with people and we engage in things because we feel like it's what we're supposed to be doing. I've already been investing time. I've been at this job for 3 years. I've been with this nigga for 3 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been dealing with I've always known these people. I've always lived in this place, and it becomes hard to break yourself out. But I'm not one to feel like being complacent. Like, complacency is really a threat to your own sanity.
No, honestly,
you can't grow.
Right, especially if you're telling the person, like, if even in relationship, when you're like telling the person, like, this is not conducive to our growth, that is the hardest choice to be like, you know what, I gotta walk away from all of this because I want to see you win, but like, I can't see you win and you're pulling me down in the process. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I have to choose myself. And whatever other factors that comes into it, but sometimes choosing yourself is the hardest choice you can fucking make. And it's like, who's gonna be mad? Who's gonna be happy? Who does this affect? How does it affect the long term? How does it affect me? How does it affect that? But it's like
everybody not gonna be happy.
That I gotta choose myself.
Right, but that's not an easy thing.
But you know what? That's something I had to tell myself to get over. Like, I had to get over it.
Yeah.
Every family member's not gonna be happy because there's times that we love to do for the closest people in our lives, but even that's a sacrifice when you tell them, I can't do that today. Right. I don't want to do that. Like, I remember, like, my sister probably cursed me out on the phone one day, and she's like, you keep calling me. She said, this is my hour to work out. You calling me to my workout time, bitch, get off the phone. Like, just hung up. And I was like, damn, I really need to talk to you about something. She was like, she called me back later. We spoke about it. And she was like, I set a standard that every day around this time on this day, this is what I'm doing. Like, I'm in yoga, I'm in meditation. I don't let nobody break that.
Right.
Like, the world got to fall apart. If something happened to mama, like she in the hospital or something, like, there's nothing that should break my sanctity around what I'm doing. And I had to say, you know what? Nothing but respect.
Yeah, well, bitch, all that niggas know. Like, I ain't know. like, could send a text like, "Hey, come back in a couple of minutes." Like, you know.
But it's like,
but that's fire though. I do respect that.
You got to, like, in our situation, we're all like 3 Black women who live independently, living on our own terms at this point in life, and we're navigating the world around us. Yeah. And so at the end of the day, we are entitled to that peace. Like, I tell myself now, I'm entitled to rest. I used to feel like, I gotta keep hustling, keep moving, keep grinding. I used to tell somebody they entitled to rest too all of the time. Like, you gotta give your body that chance to regroup and to heal itself. Like, we not machines.
No. But I learned that though, because I'm that somebody was talking about. But I'm that person to where it's like now, especially with like health stuff going on with me, I'm taking that day. I'm calling out, like, because my whole thing is the job don't replace you. They don't get rid of you.
Yeah, you drop dead. You get rid of it.
Call the next bitch.
There's always somebody lined up to take your place. So it's just kind of like I'm leaving early, which I did yesterday. And that's just that. Like, it is what it is because it's what's gonna work for me because that person's gonna do what's best for them. Yeah. So it's just kind of like, why am I thinking about everybody else when everybody else is not thinking about me?
It's true, because it's crazy. Like, I took a position where I feel like it gave me more time back. Like, I work on a hybrid schedule. Like, ever since the pandemic, a lot of jobs have switched up. And I had always worked in fast-paced environments. So now I get an opportunity where I work in office and then I can work from home. But then I noticed what came with that. Like, so now I'm working from home, but then I got to get on-call shifts.
But you still
so now 7 days a week for an entire month. 24 hours, I'm called to have to answer the phone and respond in crisis if there's a situation in the community. And I'm like, that's crazy because you know what? Like, how do you plan around that? How do I take the time that I need for myself if I'm constantly feeling like I'm at work when I'm not?
Yeah, you Spider-Man.
Like, I'm breathing. And it's like learning how to separate. Like, the best thing I had a supervisor tell me is when you're leaving work, she told me to pick a focal point. Part of the street, a bench, whatever it is, look at that specific object when you leave work and tell yourself, I leave all of this here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, none of this comes with me. And you got to do that in a lot of situations. Mm-hmm. Wherever drama occurred, I'm going to leave that dramatic event in this specific spot. Right. And my ass is going to walk into a new environment and choose to be happy in this new space.
Look at that. Also, like, yeah. I do the post-it note thing. Like, I write a bunch of like different notes to myself.
Oh, look at you be a Mary Jane.
A little bit, but I'm like, even on my door, like I have a little post-it note, like, and it just says, "Leave that shit at the door," and I'm like, all right, watch. Like before you even step in the threshold, like what happened today that you gotta let it go because you're not even gonna carry this. And I have a moment, and then I go in my house. It's like peaceful candles, and then I like my bliss, and then I'm just like, I couldn't do it. Like I don't know. It's just how.
So I was saying, Simmy, she got to do all of that. I was for the Simmy, all right?
Yeah. No, how about you know my like it's just I don't know. It's all about just letting that shit go. Like I love it. Like the essence of just letting it go is like.
But you got to reach a certain point in life where it's like you have to be at peace with being at peace.
Yeah, no, I am very much
so. It's
and
like
fuck who right. I don't give a fuck who is not at peace with my peace, bitch. I am, and if you're not, then.
But everybody's not at that place. Like, and that's why it's hard for people to like. You have to learn how to be at peace
because you're gonna lose people. And I think that's the thing that people are fearful of is that there can be a level of it that can feel isolating too. When you choose to focus on yourself, you're walking away from a lot of things that you may not have been aware were toxic.
Yeah, right.
Like for real. And I tell people that just making small lifestyle changes. When I stopped eating meat, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I felt like it was like slapping my family and my relatives and my ancestors in the face. Like, my grandmother was like, "We supposed to make the lima beans and the greens without meat for you? Like, did God make these animals?" And like, I was like, "Damn!" Like, it was like an insult, but I was like, "But I'm doing it because I want to experience for how this like the stuff that I want to do for my life. Like, I'm choosing me again in this aspect." And it was hard for them to rationale how. And now we years in the game, and they can adjust to how I live my life. But it was a big switch for them, and they felt like it was like me yet again, like confronting them with my choices. So I feel like even just moving to a different place, you always gonna have people going like, "Why you won't go there? What make you make this choice? And why you making this decision?" They're gonna weigh in on it.
Bitch, why you in my pockets?
Then if you put it like that, maybe I am a I choose me type of person because I get something together.
Yeah,
like you know.
Yeah, I definitely have just started choosing me a lot more because I really am like my mental health is like spiraling, and I cannot continue to be in a space where it's not healthy. So, what do? You put your big girl pants on, and you guys just like that's the thing. Man, that's a long time. Like it's to the point now where it's like when I hear an argument starting, click. Anyway, hey Alexa, play for the rest.
Connecting to the internet.
And that's how
I forgot you had it. So like, I just be having conversations. I got the Australian one, and we be really chatting. Like,
down under.
Can you? What's the
Yeah.
The Amazon shopping list that I need. What am I paying out of? Like, me and her be talking. She be helping me.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna stand like those devices help me keep a lot of things in track. Like my reminders, I'd be like doctor's appointment, dentist appointment, wake me up in the morning, wake me up again when I fall back asleep because I don't be playing. Like all of that good stuff.
Yeah, no, my Alexa is fire. I heard shout out to Alexa.
Me and like, you know what? And I even had to say it. Like at first, I used to think wearing a watch was something that was going to help me keep track of time because that's why I used to feel like, oh, I'm always looking at my watch to make sure I'm where I'm supposed to be, and it became stressful. Now I feel like when I be wearing my little Apple Watch, I be doing a little breathing. That should be like breathe. I'm like I stop and I take time. Nah, for real. Like I take the mindful moment.
It tells me to drink
exercise,
water.
drink water. Like I'm now using it with a different intent. I used to use it to be like, I have a meeting, I have something I gotta get to, I got an event I gotta go to, and it was stressing me out because it was a constant reminder of all the responsibilities I had. Now I'm using it with purposeful intent to like kind of organize my life in a way that makes me feel good.
Yeah, I love a good guidance that'll help. Like, what? This joint too, even at work, I'll be like, set an alarm for when it's time to get the fuck up out of here. Like, I mean,
I don't need no reminders when it's time to leave.
Yeah,
it's time to leave. It's time to leave.
Sometimes, no, because motherfuckers be talking to me. I be dead ass like this. Walking to the friend, they be like, "Oh yeah, come here, me, I'll let you." Da-da-da-da. And the next thing you know, it's 20 minutes in the conversation. I'm like, "Bitch, it's 3:00. I can fucking go." Now you could have called me and told me this on the phone.
I'm big on a whole scarf flip. I'm throwing the scarf on and shit. I'm putting up a backpack, throwing shit across my shoulder.
I'm the person who's like, I gotta pee before I leave because I'm getting paid. I'm getting paid to pee before I go. I don't care, and I'm getting my coat before I clock out because I want to get paid for that too. So it's like I be dead ass like walking to get my coat, and it'd be somebody always.
The last 30 minutes of the day is clocking out. It's a routine.
Like it's a whole routine. Like if it's 2:00, by 2:00, all right, come on, bitch, let's start wrapping up. Let's clean up a little bit. Go talk to who you need to talk to. Talk to who you need to talk to. I'm sorry, because that's who you got to talk to. We have to do at 2:30, but then it'd be like 2:30. If I don't do that wrap up before 2:30, oh, I'm stuck. Like, because somebody's always going to catch me. Hey, can you come in our office real quick? Let's talk about today. I'd be like,
I had to
I don't
go
give a fuck about today. I want to go home.
off. Like, I had to go off on one of my employees because she called me on the weekend and she's just like, "Oh, I wanted to talk to you about something. What day is it?" She was like, "It's Saturday. So why are you contacting me?" Instead of wait till Monday. Like, but she called me multiple times. I was in there doing my little thing with my little friend. Me and him was having a good time, and she was ringing off my phone in the morning like crazy, like as if some shit was on fire or something at the job. And she just like, "Oh, I just wanted to know if I could take off on Monday. That's why I was calling you." You ruined my morning so that you could ask for Monday off.
Send me a text.
Like, Mom, no, don't actually send me a text. I said this could have waited until Monday. Like,
No,
call out.
bitch,
Like,
if I need Monday off, I'm trying to find out in the
the whole thing is called a call out. It's called a call out. Call out. Use your time. It's Monday. I can't be here. There's an emergency. Something happened. I'm sick. You don't have to invest time breaking up my day trying to reach me. Because if you didn't reach me the first time, you felt like calling back multiple times was a way to get in touch with me. So like, I told her plan, I said, don't ever text my personal phone over the weekend. I was like, it's not personal, it's just business. I have a business line that it.
So no, don't fucking call me on my fucking day off, bitch. I'm off.
And if my business phone is off, that means that you're not meant to be talked to until it's on again. Fuck. Boundaries. And that's what it is. Choosing you, I also feel like it's about establishing and realizing what your boundaries are around. Like, I feel like I always knew what my boundaries were, but I wasn't good about enforcing them. Right. Like, I let too many people come into my space and violate what I knew wasn't okay with me because I was trying to sit up there and sympathize with their situation or sympathize with what was going on with them. No. So I let you violate certain things that I probably would have otherwise not.
Lowering your standards and shit like that. Now,
whoa. See, the standard game is a little different.
No, anything that's a boundary, that's a violation. It's lowering your standard. Like, if I'm not, first of all, if I ain't fucking with you, and I'm trying to find a good example to use, but it's still like you having sympathy, you're lowering the standard that you would normally have because you feel bad for a motherfucker. No, bitch, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna keep my ground and stay where I'm at. And if you ain't, I can't help you on everything. You know what I'm saying? I can't allow everything because it fucks with my standard.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I am devaluing the things that I find most valuable and important to me in aspect of making sure that you're okay.
Right. You're not even reciprocating that shit back. So it's like
same thing. Like, I left a job that I honestly feel like I love working there. I really did love working there, but it was about pay. And I'm very big on getting my worth in terms of income. And I felt like I can't stay in this place just because I like it here. I feel like it has to comprise of everything that I need. I got to be able to pay for the stuff. I got to be able to support myself.
Yeah.
And, and doing the things I want to do. The gym ain't free. Shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, groceries ain't free. Can't eat healthy if I can't afford it.
Yeah, that's just...
So, you know what I'm saying? Ramen $1 with a salad costs you a little bit, though. Like, so at the end of the day, I had to say, and I had to pitch it that way and really say, like, it's about my cost of living. It's about my lifestyle. It's about what I'm trying to do for myself. I can't stay here if you can't help me get to the place where I need to be, not just financially, but as an individual to get to myself better health.
Right.
Like, poverty is a mindset. Like, and I really do feel that way. Like, you can choose to be happy and work on things and take care of yourself. But like I said, if you subject yourself to a poverty mindset, then you're always giving yourself a lack.
Yeah.
You're always going to lack in some areas.
I agree. Yeah, ain't no lacking over here, bitch. Like,
ain't no lacking or slacking over here. Like,
you might fall astray sometimes, but you gotta get back on that shit and keep doing you. Gotta be like, yeah, discipline is a thing. Like, I am not disciplined. But one thing I am actually very disciplined with is like not eating out. Like, I really am like, if I'm not traveling, I'm not eating out. I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna make a meal. Fuck it. I'm gonna make me a cold sandwich. I don't give a fuck. But I'm not gonna be like, oh, fucking, I don't feel like cooking, so I'm all over the Uber Eats. Like, no, I always got lunch meat in the fridge. Like, there's always something to eat. I can always make a peanut butter jelly sandwich. Like, so that took a lot because I'm a foodie. I like to go out for food reviews. I like to do this and do that. But really, I've been saving a lot of money this year. I'm proud of me because I haven't been, like that.
I got different ways that I go about saving money because I do believe in financial health too and making sure you're taking care of that shit. So, like, longevity, you want to make sure that your finances are good so that you keep building that wealth that you need to stay in the game. But I think there's certain things I'm not willing to sacrifice quite yet. Like, I love getting my nails done. Like, me getting my nails done and getting my toes done, I just be like, yes, like Ming, do what you got to do, get up in them toes, like you know what I'm saying, like I really do, like, and my girl, my knows that I'm guaranteed for a good full set. She know I'm coming in there with the tea, the drama, and all of that. We gonna chat, and my nails gonna get done. It's like that's a part of my self-care routine. Like I need those things. Like the way I need my morning music playlist is the same way I need a hot cup of tea, the same way I need my nails done. And those are certain things that even if financially, I'll try to rob Peter to pay Paul a little bit more to make sure that I can take care of those things because it's what makes me feel like myself. Like I feel like I'm in my skin and I'm comfortable.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I mean, I see how all over that, but still, the eating though, I'm like, because I don't know. I think because of where I live in Maryland, I be like, bro, like, I can make this shit better myself. Like, this shit is like, come on, this oxtails, I can make this. Like, I should be fire. So, because I'm a really good cook. So that's why I'm like eating out. Those are one of the things.
Chef, right.
Yeah, chef, chef Shanny B, like, what's up? But that's why I'm like, that's the one thing I know I can cut and not feel like, wow, I'm creating this whole like different dynamic for myself where I don't feel like I'm treating myself or I'm doing something for me. Like, no, I don't like me paying for the gym is me treating myself. Like, bitch, I like going to the gym. We gonna do that, and that's a positive thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not super, it's not superimposing, but the gym costs some motherfucking money. When it's like, bitch, you can run your ass around this track. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's real
it be shit like that, then I'd be like, I could do this, or I could work out at home. I have weights, I have equipment at home to work out with. I could do that, but it's like, nah, I'm gonna treat myself to the gym. Fuck that. Like, I'm gonna look at some fine things to work out.
I feel like that's also a change of environment. Like I said, I think a part of me deciding to buy a membership to the gym was because it had a pool. I don't got a swimming pool set in my crib. When I get my own pool, I'll take my own laps around that gym. Hold me to that because I'm manifesting it. I am going to have a pool. But the reality of that whole joint is like you said, it's a sacrifice that you choose to make for betterment.
Yeah.
And that's really what it comes down to. Like sometimes you gotta figure out what are those little things that you can do for yourself that may cost a little bit of bread, but it's worth it in the long run. That's one too. I had to start budgeting that shit in. I was like, my marijuana. I had to tell you.
I'm like, you're gonna have to buy this dip on payday and make that shit stretch.
Mary Jane.
That shit, I be like, if there's 15 days before I get paid, by like day 10, I'll be like, damn, bitch, you ain't got no more. How you gonna act?
Rations.
Like, hit these clips real quick. So, because that shit is, I'm at the point where I'm trying to grow my own shit. Like,
see, look, growing and cultivating. Like, even you said like DIY and stuff. I find that like building stuff with my hands feels so good. Like, I was so stressed out in the past couple of days, but I kind of stopped. I built a few things. I built me a new like coat rack, book stand. I built me a kitchen table, a bar. Like, I built all of that stuff in my hand because I'm good like that. And it just, I don't know, I felt like really like brand new after that experience. I created something.
Yeah, that's yours and it's in your space. Right. You can always look at it and be like, yeah, I put that shit together. Fuck it. It's like, yeah. But I feel like that too. Like, I think anything in your own space that you put together is just very like self-fulfilling and you're like, yeah, get that shit.
Even painting, like I have this, I love painting sips. And I feel like I've perfected, like every time I go back, I get a little bit better. I love walking away with something that I created. And it's weird because back in the day, you never seen events that were jumping off like that. Now we can all be our own little Picassos and shit. Like sometimes it come out a little sloshy, but sometimes it come out the way it's supposed to, and it's a vibe.
But I feel like you would have judged the person more if you weren't sipping.
True.
It's like I was judging the second grade. Like when niggas, I'm like, your paint is not popping, bro.
Oh my god!
Hey, look, people be coloring out lies, but
that's what I'm saying, and I was judging
broken crayon. But
if I'm sipping, I don't really care because my shit might be trash too. But if I know for a fact, I'm coloring in the lines and like, what's your beef? Like, what's the problem?
Yeah, what should be?
I'm just saying paper and crayon.
I try to follow the instruction, but this times I be winging shit. Like one time,
you do what you want.
We was doing Rocco's Modern Life, and I turned him into Woo Rocco. I gave him a little Woo chain. He had a little Pop Smoke blunt in his hand. It came out fire. He was like, that's not quite what we was doing, but I was like, but it's what I'm doing.
Yes,
it's my creative outlook, and it came out lit. Like I'm telling you, Woo Rocco was solid. Okay, it was solid.
When the fuck with the
yeah,
like that's my shit. Absolute matters, but there's another prime moment of you choosing yourself. Like, yeah, you saying all of that, but I'm gonna do what I want because I paid for this motherfucking experience. So I'm gonna draw some shit that I want to draw and do my own thing. You feel me?
You ever take yourself out on a date? Like, y'all ever like took yourself out just to have?
All the time.
Nah, I think it's weird.
Some people say that. Like some people,
No,
they
I
can't
do-
go to a movie by themselves, or they
No,
can't go to a
I see the
restaurant.
movies
Like,
by myself, but that was just once because I really wanted to see that movie. But I do think it's weird. Like,
I can't do
Where-
that, but I could go
what?
and sit out and take myself on like a date type experience. I go,
nigga, that's more public.
but
Nobody know you there by yourself.
I'm sitting at the bar by myself. I'm going to the movies by myself, to the casino by myself. I'm taking myself on the side. I'm going to the spa by myself. Like, I don't fucking care.
spa, yes. Casino, not really, because I need somebody to reel that shit back in, maybe. Because I'm like,
Oh no, when I was going to the casino, I always, me, a little somebody who's like, hey, you want to roll? Like, yeah.
and you by yourself, or you meeting people at the casino.
It's not deliberate though. It's literally me. I just be at the table, just doing my thing, and then somebody pull up.
Some of us gonna play blackjack. Some of us go to look for people. You cruising at the casino?
No, not cruising.
For boss holiday.
I'm trying to get my working stuff. I'm coming in with 20. I'm trying to leave with 2,500. Like, what's
That's how you catch your silver daddy. Like go down to the casinos and stuff.
Yes. If the cat daddy comes through, he comes through. Okay. Like, I'm not mad.
But I love that the fact that you can go all those places. I'm
gonna take myself out. I'm cool. Like, and then that also goes into the space that I'm in my life where I just don't feel like dealing with other human beings. Like, I'm cool. Like, I like to be alone.
I'm good all by my damn self. And that's really what it comes down to. I feel like it's something that we know in theory. Like I know I'm good by myself. I'm good in my own skin.
It's just finding the feeling of it.
Yeah, it's finding that feeling where it all has to match up.
It's accepting the feeling of it.
Yeah, it's equating life to balance. Like that's where I'm at right now. My yin and my yang, everything got to be feng shuied. Everything has to be balanced in life. I think that's the ideal goal that we all have. It's just to be even and content in spirit.
I feel like because like life is crazy, and it's like outside of your bubble is like a crazy fucking place. So you have to be unstable. That's why it's so easy for me to go out. I'm like, y'all are not okay with y'all stuff to be able to do that. Not saying y'all per se, but I'm just saying people in general. Like,
that's true.
You really gotta just be okay with yourself. So I be an entertaining motherfucker. I be in the house keying. I be role playing.
It's true. They do.
Hey. Like there's no such thing as they say like being bored only boring people. At the end of the day, I know that I'm an entertaining individual. Like I can have fun with myself. I can enjoy my own company.
I'm a funny nigga.
No,
right?
I'm
kids. I'm like damn, you laughing? Like yeah, like I'm laughing.
I'm pretty funny.
You know? But you like you said, you gotta kind of know that about yourself. I wish us speedy health and healing and all of the good things that we need to continue with that. And I wish that for anybody who watches us. If you ain't choose yourself before this, you really need to.
Right. So better start now.
Start today.
So we got a question again from somebody out there. They feeling this, y'all. Like they writing us. Thanks for the love. All right, who we got today? Yeah. All right, y'all. So this one comes from Ryan from Norfolk, Virginia. So he said, Dear born and raised crew, I need your help. I'm a 22-year-old wife and mother of a 2-year-old. My husband got laid off 3 months ago. He ain't got no job and hasn't found any work yet. Honestly, I don't think he's even looking. He ain't looking. Oh, so okay. He stays out all night and I rarely hear him talking about looking for work. I work 2 jobs and have to deal with my daughter when I come. His parents stay at my house, so everyone is basically living off of me. I wanted to go back to school last fall, but couldn't because I couldn't fit it in my schedule. I married my husband because I didn't want to bring shame to my family's name after getting pregnant. But honestly, I knew I didn't want a life with him. His sister just asked if she could move in because she's getting evicted soon. She also unemployed. I feel like I'm living in a nightmare. Me too. Just reached it. I had a mental breakdown at work and had to be rushed to the hospital. After I was released, I came home to my house being completely a mess. No one seemed concerned to even offer to give me a hand while cleaning up. I just feel like running away from everything and starting over because I'm still young and have dreams. So my question is, if the shoe was on your foot, would you lace it up and run, or would you settle in them and walk this nightmare out?
Since you need a new family, honestly, fucking kids, fuck the mom, the dad, the sister, the husband. You need a new goddamn family. Like when I say start all over, start the fuck over. Find a new man, new kids, everything. Build a bay. Build a kid, build a mom, build a dad. Because some niggas got to go.
Me at supporting everyone. There was 3 unemployed people living in a house. There's never a chance in my life that there could be 3 fully grown adults sitting around me who are unemployed, not contributing. You lost your mental health and your sanity behind these people. And then when I get out, nobody had a job after I got out the hospital. Nobody cleaned the house. And it just goes to show you, like, I really got to say this to Ryan. It goes to show you that no matter how much work you put in and what you do for others, it's never going to be reciprocated the same way. You know what? You can do your best by people, but you can't predict their actions. You can't assume that they're going to take care of you and love you and pour into you the same way. Right. So ultimately, his ass got to go. He don't care about your health and your sanity. He got to walk away, take his sister, the dog, the cat, grandmama in the back, Uncle Lou. Everybody got to get the hell up out of my house. Y'all got to go. I don't care. The shelter down the street is called the living room.
Yeah, I'm definitely up the shoes and I'm running for the high heels with bitch. What the fuck?
Lace the fuck out of them shoes and may kick some people over the way.
Lace up them Vans, them Skechers, them Jordans, whichever sneakers you choose. Lace them up real tight and get the fuck out of there.
Hell yeah, the Skippies, all of that shit. Get the fuck out of Dodge.
Absolutely no support in that. Like, who the fuck wants to live like that, bitch? Why are you living like that?
And it's the age. It's giving away all of that energy while you're young. Like, the biggest thing for me is like, yo, your 20s are very sacred, and people don't realize that. Like, there's so much magic, so much growth in that period of time. If you want to go to school, because Ryan, you trying to go to school, if that's what you want to do with your life and you feel like you're making so many sacrifices for everybody else and it's going to shirk you in the long term, no, you got to be able to walk away from that situation knowing that there's so much more on the other side for you. There's so much greater out there. Right. Like, at 20-something years old, I wasn't thinking about taking care of a husband and a family and a bunch of kids and all of that stuff. Like, I get it. Life happens. And, I get about taking care of your children and pouring into them. But I didn't sign up for the rest of that. I don't know who. I didn't raise my hand for that shit.
She didn't really want that nigga. She just said I had to take him because she didn't want to be ashamed.
But you know what? My whole thing is we live in a day and age where fuck other people's opinions. Like, I mean, back in the day, grandma and auntie and them, they was a little mistake down at the lake every now and again in everybody's family. It happens. It's the judgment that you felt. They're going to judge you now too. You paying for him, his mama, and everybody. Somebody going to have something to say about that situation. I'm judging the shit out of you. Get the hell out of that.
You missed the point. We judging you.
Yeah.
But
you asked for this judgment, though. You wanted this. So,
but yeah, fuck them kids and fuck that nigga. Fuck his family. Find a new family and get the fuck.
Yeah, go seek your happiness. Finish your education.
Buy a plane ticket.
You know what I'm saying? Move and don't tell nobody, because that's what I be finna do sometimes. I don't want to move and not tell nobody.
3 in the morning, disappear
to a nice little plane ticket in California.
Don't ever let me win the lottery. I'm gonna go into work for like the next week and just be like, smile on everybody's face and just disappear out of nowhere. I ain't no notice, ain't no nothing. Just call from my island like, hey, yeah, we out here just like cruising the Greek Isles. Like, I'm not doing none of that shit. Like, because it is crazy. Like, if she asks for too much opinion from her family, they're not going to give it to you. You shouldn't have to ask people for help when they see you struggling.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to ask for the help. Like, it's essential for you to come home to a clean house after coming out of the hospital. What kind of monsters are these people? Like,
run a bitch of bathwater. Like,
you know what I'm saying? You need water. Like, I cleaned up the bed, I folded the sheets or some shit. Like, they weren't running living like wild animals and shit. Like, no, I can't do it. They disrespectful as fuck, Ryan.
OD. Yeah, no. Ryan, where's the hell?
We all agree. Get the fuck out of there.
Lace up them Timbs.
ASAP.
Get the stomping. Literally.
Lately, I've been. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Stomp.
Yeah, no, it's got to slow. But yeah, get the hell out of there. Go flat. Like, we're done.
And choose you. Like I said, the biggest point is you're now the new center of your life. Turn the chapter today. This is the last time somebody walked over your ass. If you end up back in the hospital based off of this same bullshit, then you're doing it to yourself.
Right. It's on you.
Takes you one time to learn. Like, when you keep having to learn the same lesson, it gets harder and harder every time. You fall harder and harder every time. So, like, literally just pick yourself up and do it different this time.